Hello and welcome back to my series. Today we are going to explore Nmap, a powerful network scanning tool that is essential for anyone interested in network security or administration. In this video, I'll walk you through what Nmap is, how it was developed, and some of its most common uses. So whether you are just getting started in cybersecurity or looking to deepen your knowledge, let's dive right into Nmap and uncover its true potential. Nmap, short for Network Mapper, is a free and open source tool widely used for network discovery and security auditing. It helps you identify hosts and services on a computer network by sending packets and analyzing the responses. Nmap is also one of the most used tools on Kali Linux. Origin and development. Nmap was first released in 1997 and has evolved into one of the most popular network scanning tools in cybersecurity. It was created to assist in network exploration and has since been continuously updated to include more advanced features and capabilities. Purpose and use. Nmap is primarily used for network inventory, managing service upgrade schedules, and monitoring host or service uptime. Its ability to quickly scan large networks makes it ideal for both ethical hackers and network administrators who need to identify vulnerabilities and ensure security. Now, let's get into some actual real life use of Nmap, which I'm extremely excited for. Definitely one of my favorite tools. So let's go over here to Kali, make sure everything's okay. I'll load it up. And the device we'll actually be running the scan on is this version of Windows 2008 over here. So we'll be able to see all the ports that are open and all that fun stuff. So the first step is to come over here and see what our IP address for this physical device is. Since everything's isolated, I'm actually going to be able to ping and run a Nmap scan on this physical IP address. Let's do an IP config. Okay, the IP address is 10.0.2.7. Awesome. And something I always like to do is make sure that, the IP is actually up and we can do whatever we need to do to it. Let me see, .7 ping. So you can see we're getting data back, which means we can ping the IP and do whatever we need to do. Awesome. And also before I start, I actually want to come over here and load up Wireshark so you can see the network traffic that's actually happened. So let's start. Now, since nothing's going on, there's no network traffic right now. But right when we ping that IP that we just did, boom, you can see what's actually happening. So we're basically sending a message out to that computer or IP address, and we're getting a response back. Let me see if I can stop that. So source to 10.2.7. Then we're getting response back from 10.0.2.7. So that's basically how that works. And you can see for a ping especially, there's not a lot of traffic at all. So you'll see when I do this Nmap scan how much traffic's actually going on and why this might, raise some red flags. So let's actually go over here and do a little Nmap scan and see what's going on. So Nmap, same physical IP, and let's start continue without saving. Start Wireshark over here so we can see what's going on really. Boom. Look at that already. 2,200. 2,200 packets of data sent back and forth in under 2 seconds. Look at this. This is ridiculous from one IP address only. So you can definitely see why, if, there's intrusion defense, this will raise the biggest red flag ever. But this is the data we actually get back. So we can see all the ports that are open on this software over here. Now, in the next other videos I'll be doing, I'll actually be attacking these ports and doing really famous exploits. But yeah, this is the first step of a lot of penetration testing, basically seeing what ports are open and we can potentially attack on a server or computer or website, whatever it is really. So the really cool thing about Nmap is we can get really specific with the code we're running. Let me restart this. Boom. So I'm about to do an extremely intrusive Nmap scan on this device. So I'm going to do Nmap dash SV. This is basically going to get the operating system the computer or server is running on. So that's going to take a while, and you have to send a bunch of other packets. And you can see this. This is just other junk. I mean, I'm capturing all my web data that's going on Linux right now. So that's all that is. Dash VV. The VV stands for verbosity, excuse me, and that basically means wordiness and code. So the more wordiness in the code, the more I'm actually going to be able to get, and the faster the code's overall going to be run. You know, Nmap on the most basic level, when you just do that and put in the IP, it's not going to be extremely intrusive, so it's going to run a bit slower and it's not going to get as much data. But these two codes right here, you're going to see how much web traffic we're actually going to be able to get. It's going to be quite insane, and all the data we're going to get. So let's start this. And boom, already discovering some ports. You guys can see already. Oh, this is awesome. It's quite ridiculous, actually. So, I'm gonna let that run for a little bit and come back when it's over. Okay, guys, and we're back. So that crazy code took about like 2 minutes to completely run and scan through that one IP address. If we come over here, it's about to be insane. Let's see it. Let's say we have packets of data we sent to that IP address. So for my one IP, 10.0.2.15 on Linux over here, we sent over 4,000 packets of data for this one other IP, this one device over here, in just under about 2 minutes. And we can see everything we learned. Oh my gosh, this is a dream if you're trying to penetration test something. Look at this. We have all these ports that are open. We have the services they're running. We have the versions of the services they're running. We can find an exploit like that, like that. I'm sure you can literally just search up on Google, blah 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 blah, exploit, and you'll be able to find one extremely fast and exploit whatever you're trying to exploit that fast. But yeah, then we can see the version they're running over here. So we can see, where is it? I know it's somewhere over here where it says the version they're actually running. It might be a little bit different because I'm doing a virtual machine. So you can see, where is it? Huh. Oh yeah, it's just right there. So service info host Vagrant, that's the actual name of this computer over here, Vagrant. That's the user's name. Then you see OS Windows, CPE right there. All this data. I'm sure if I really spent time looking at all this code right here, I'll be able to find something nice. But yeah, man, Nmap's a really, really powerful tool. And you know, there's a couple commands I don't know off the top of my head, but I've done them before, where you can actually spoof the IP address you're sending the packets to. So it won't always be from just my IP. I can send it from like 10 different IPs that aren't physically mine. But I have heard that's easily it can easily trace back to this one, but still, that's a pretty cool code. But yeah, throughout the series, Nmap is definitely not going away, especially if we're doing an exploit. That will be the first step to basically every exploit I'm showcasing throughout the series. We'll be running an Nmap scan and seeing what ports we have open and attacking these ports. So this is going to bring an end to our discussion and exploration of Nmap. I hope you learned a little bit more about how powerful of a tool it actually is, and how it's going to play a vital role throughout the rest of the series. I thank you for watching this video and hope you have a good rest of your day.